Hi there, and welcome back to the Explaining History YouTube channel. This week, I'm mainly going to be talking about British history from the 19th and the 20th century. Very quickly, we're going to do a quick one on the causes of the Industrial Revolution. Why it happens in Britain first and nowhere else. Well, this is something of a mystery because actually, if you look at France and Prussia and other European countries during the 18th century, they have as many inventors, as many resources, if not slightly more. France has a very strong system of education in this period of time, and some of the most advanced scientists and mathematicians in the world. But France doesn't have an industrial revolution. Why could this be? Well, it can't be down to do with know-how and technology. It can't be due to lack of resources. So there must be something else. Well, the something else is politics. Britain had already had, in the 17th century, a political revolution that put Parliament and really the kind of the gentry class, the middling sorts from which parliamentarians emerged, as the kind of the power block in the country. And even though at the end of the Civil War period, Charles II is restored, the monarchy is never as powerful as it once was. And at the end of the 17th century, there's the Glorious Revolution and the signing of a Bill of Rights, showing that Parliament is really in ascendancy. So Parliament and a certain middling sort, or an emergent middle class, you might argue, of parliamentarians who understood the importance of trade and commerce, and the importance of the idea of private ownership. They are in the ascendancy. And in France, this doesn't happen until long after the French Revolution of 1789. So by the time France is having its political revolution in the 1780s, Britain has already begun, several decades into its industrial revolution. The designers, the entrepreneurs, the engineers of Great Britain are far more safe to experiment and to create their inventions because the political and legal framework of ownership of property rights and intellectual property rights, patents and that sort of thing already exists. And so people are confident, designers and engineers and entrepreneurs are confident that if they make something, then it can be monetized, it can be profitable for them. Monetized is a modern term, by the way. Nobody was saying that back in the 1780s. And it becomes legally difficult for someone to pinch the idea, though of course people do. So one of the key differences between Great Britain and other countries that were starting to develop new technologies is that Britain had the political and the legal environment in which ownership, private ownership of new innovations was possible. And the development of new things such as steam engines in this environment, and their adaptation from jobs such as pumping water out of mines to being put on wheels and rails and creating steam trains, becomes possible because of a highly interconnected and literate middle tier of the population who were sharing ideas, scientific ideas for science's own purposes and for commercial gain. I'm going to do a bit more on the Industrial Revolution in the next couple of videos, but if you found this useful, and I hope you did, please remember to subscribe down here, give us a like or a comment or some such, or send to a friend in need, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks very much, bye bye.